Good afternoon, everybody. In this presentation, I'm going to discuss about the self-learning material that we use in open and distance learning mode of education. How to develop a self-learning material is very important in open and distance education. The objective of such kind of training, where one is learning about self-learning material, is basically to explain the structure of a self-learning material, and once it is completed, one can write his her own unit of self-learning material. So this is the objective of this presentation. However, I'll be confine myself only to few of the slides that I have prepared. So what is a self-learning material? What is SLM? Since in open and distance learning, the learner is not directly in contact with the teacher, he or she is not in face-to-face mode with the teacher. So self-learning material has a predominant form in open and distance learning system of education. In fact, this is a learner-centered material, and a teacher is supposed to be inbuilt in the self-learning material. Once a learner is going through a self-learning material, he or she should feel that the teacher is sitting before him, and he or she is interacting with the learner. So there are some specific characteristics of self-learning material. Since the teacher is not there, the learner is learning herself. The first thing is that the self-learning material should be self-explanatory. The material should explain the content in a desirable way, in a way that the learner can understand that. And as teacher is not there, the self-learning material should contain the content that is going to be transacted to the learner. So it should self-contained. Then the self-learning material should be designed and written in such a form, or produced in such a form that it directs the learner for further reading and further study. So it should be self-directed. It should be self-motivating. So in a face-to-face class, the teacher is always motivates the learners, but when teacher is not there, the material itself should be motivating the learners. So it should be self-motivating, and there should be a scope for evaluation whatever the learner is learning. So it should be self-evaluating. And most importantly, since our whole idea is to create a way of learning to learn, so the material should be self-learning one. There are vast difference between textbooks and self-learning material. The first is, textbook assumes that the learner is interested, whereas the self-learning material arouses interest in the particular content of the self-learning material. So textbook is basically used by the teacher in the classroom. He or she helps the learners. So it is written mainly for the teachers to use the book. But self-learning material is written primarily for the learners to use. So there is a big difference, in the objective of the textbook and self-learning material. The textbook is basically meant for teachers to use it, and self-learning material is for the learners to use it. Textbook do not indicate study time, but self-learning material gives estimation of study time, how much one should study. Then a textbook is designed for a wider market. It may be the same book for a particular subject for the whole country, but self-learning material is particularly for a particular group. So it is more learner-centric one. And textbook generally do not have aims and objectives. After reading a particular unit or particular lesson, what the learner will be learning and what is the objective, that is not clearly written. But the aims and objective are very clearly, very smartly written in self-learning material. As I said earlier, the textbooks are meant for teachers' use. So it is structured for teachers and specialists. Whereas the self-learning material is structured according to the need of the learners. Self-learning material contains major emphasis, it gives major emphasis on self-assessment, whereas there is a little scope or no scope for self-assessment in textbooks. So in IGNOU, the materials, self-learning materials are designed in a particular way. We call a program, say a BA is a program. Within the program we have number of courses. So you can see here it's a P program, and under the program we have different courses. Say a program P, under that particular program we have courses C1, C2, C3, C4, like that. And each course has different blocks, say B1, B2, B3, like that, but one particular course. And for each block we have units, different units, and each unit has sections, and at times sections are divided to subsections. So this is how a self-learning material, there will be one block will be in print form, there will be one book, and that block will contain different units. So B1 will be having number of units, and each unit will have sections. So this is a kind of a structure of IGNOU study material. So I stop here. So in future I will be explaining how to write it, and I will be giving some examples. Thank you for patient hearing.